Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Sunday morning. As I've been covering the Summer Wells case quite a lot lately, I've gone back and looked at some of my old videos. I've covered just about every angle of the Summer Wells case. Apart from the really wild theories, I've covered just about everything else that's ever come out. And we're still none the wiser. We're none the wiser from what law enforcement said on the very night that Summer was reported missing, June 15th, 2021, when the dispatch call came over the airwaves just after 6:30 p.m. And in that dispatch call, it says Summer's only been gone for 10 minutes. Well, yeah, that clearly wasn't the case, was it? But anyway, I've gone back and I've been looking over all videos, and I'm going to play some clips about just how it changed in that first couple of weeks, how the story changed. But going right back to the beginning and starting from there, I've done that. I've done that loads of times on this channel. I've got over like 460 videos. I've gone back to the beginning again and again and again, and it still doesn't make sense. It still doesn't make sense. I mean, people say that, like, the Nicola Bulley case is baffling. Well, you've never studied the Summer Wells case. If you think that's difficult to understand, a woman walks by a river 23 days, she turns up in the river. It's pretty simple, in my opinion, but the Summer Wells case, baffling. Absolutely baffling. There's just no answers. So, I'm going to play you some clips. Let's see what was said at the beginning. Let's see what was said later on. And let's get to the end of this video and still be baffled. Alright, so first of all, we all know this one, don't we? I don't know how many times I've played this clip. We've all played this clip, haven't we? When was this? February 18th, 2022. Timeline discrepancies video. We've all heard this, haven't we?
And after we got done washing our hands, and she got a piece of candy from Grandma, and she wanted to go back over and see her brothers, and I said okay, and I walked her all the way over to the porch, and I watched her walk into the kitchen where the boys were watching TV, and I watched her walk in there, and afterwards, when she was already in there, I walked over and said, "Why?" And he looked at me and I said, "Watch this, and I'll be right back." And that's when I walked back over to my mom's. Okay. And I was fixing her brace and stuff like that. And I said, "Well, Mom, I got to go back over with the kids." And that's when I come back up into the house. And I asked the boys where their sister was. And they said, "She went downstairs, Mom, to play with her toys in the playroom." I said, "Okay." Went over here like this. So this is where the stairs are. Okay. It's actually down under there.
Oh, down into her bedroom.
Our bedroom, and then hers is on the other side.
Oh, okay, in the basement.
Yeah, in the basement. And I yelled downstairs for her a couple times. I said, Summer. And she didn't. I listened for a minute. I didn't hear nothing. Which was unusual, because usually she always answers me. And so I went down there to check, and she was nowhere in sight. She was just gone.
She was just gone. It's Candus talking about what happened June 28th to Ansley Daniel from WJHL. And almost word for word, with just a few extra details, in July 2021 when Chris McDonough went to the house 110 Ben Hill Road. And it's almost word for word, and it was easy to mash those two clips together. It just flows. It's the first time Candus spoke to the media on camera in public, but not the first time she'd spoken to Ansley Daniel and her crew. Because there's a clip from June 20th. Not a lot of people have seen this one, but it's different. Listen.
We have spoken with her a couple of times. I reported something that she told our crews this morning as well. She said that, she went inside to do something, came back out, checked on Summer a couple minutes later, and next thing you know, she was gone.
So Candus told the news crew that she went inside, and when she came back out, Summer was gone, which implies that Summer was outside, doesn't it? Not inside. Candus went inside. Now, Candus went inside Grandma's camper, maybe. But then she said that she wasn't in the camper. They were at the steps, the camper steps. So maybe she was at the camper steps and then went inside. But it still puts Summer outside, doesn't it? Still puts Summer outside. Well, all right. I'll play you this YouTube short that I made. And again, talked about this lots and lots of times. Check this out. On the 16th of June, WJHL reported that the sheriff had heard from Summer's siblings that the last time she was seen was going outside of the basement door. Going outside of the basement door. How would Summer's brothers know that she was going outside of the basement door if A, they weren't in the basement, or B, they weren't already outside? Do you see what I'm seeing? Somebody is lying. Somebody is lying. And look, I'm accused quite often these days of being a Wells supporter or a Wells sympathiser. No, I'm not. Well, I am. I'm a Summer Wells supporter. The only person that I care about in this entire sorry tale is Summer Wells and her brothers, but Summer's the one that's missing. And Summer's the one that's been missing for nearly 2 years. Quite frankly, I'm going to believe Summer's brothers. Now, they'll have been forensically interviewed multiple times. Multiple times. The sheriff, Ronnie Lawson, spoke to them on the night Summer went missing. And they said to him that she went out of the basement door. If the boys were sat at the table, look, we'll play this clip again of them in the kitchen. So that's the front door. So Candus calls in and says, "Watch Summer, I'll be a minute." She was on the steps of the camper, so she didn't go inside, but she quite possibly could have gone inside. And then she goes into the house, and the kitchen table is right there, just off this camera. So if the boys were sat at the kitchen table, how could they see Summer going out of the basement door? Because it's on the other side of the house. Right, look. Right. Camper is right there. Basement door is on the other side, because the problem of Candus and Grandma being at the camper was that they couldn't see the basement door. And then she runs around the corner to her swing. Well, neither could her brothers. If they were sat at the kitchen table, they would not have seen her go out the basement door. No one would have seen her going out of the basement door, including her brothers. But yet the brothers, on June 15th, 2021, told Sheriff Ronnie Lawson that Summer went outside of the basement door. They saw her. So we've either got the brothers lying, Sheriff Ronnie Lawson lying, or Candus is lying. Now, Grandma, when she was interviewed by Ansley Daniel months and months later, there was the introduction of the nap. Now, when Grandma spoke to Crime Stories Obsessed via messages, Facebook messages, there's no mention of a nap. This is Candy Hara's own words. So boys carried Candus's food, Summer helped Mommy put stuff away, help her do a load of clothes. Candus came out, seen me on the steps, told her we need to put cactus in the ground. So they didn't put cactuses in the ground, they put them in those pots. So I had ice on my knee, got them planted, Summer put small rocks around them. She went back in the house, we watched her go in. So we watched her go in. So she was inside and Candus was outside, not the other way around. Candus asked the boys to keep an eye on her last time I seen Summer. So where's the nap? Where's the nap? It gets even more confusing when we hear this news report from WJHL. Now, I put it on my channel in November, but this came out on June 15th, 2021 on WJHL. Listen to this.
Crews are searching for 4-year-old Summer Wells. Here's a photo of Summer released from authorities tonight. She's described as being 4 foot tall with blonde hair. We've learned she was last seen around 7 o'clock tonight. Again, you're looking at a couple of...
So this is the first news report that's come out, and there's some discrepancies. It was stated she was 4, probably because her parents didn't even know how old she was, or maybe they got it from a neighbour, I don't know. So she wasn't 4, she was 5. She'd been 5 since February. and they said she'd been missing since 7 p.m. Well, that can't be true. That's obviously a misunderstanding, because the dispatch call came in at 6:32, I think, and the 911 call was at 6:23, 6:26, around there. So she couldn't have been missing since 7. Cops started to arrive around that time, so maybe that was what the confusion was there. All right, let's keep going.
Images of Summer that were shared by local authorities who tonight are involved in that search.
Yeah, again, the search is underway. This is in the Beach Creek community in the area of Ben Hill Road and Beach Creek Road. This is in Hawkins County. Tonight, crews are searching on the ground. Helicopters are scanning overhead. We are told that police have blocked off roadways in that area in order for them to do a comprehensive search.
That's right. Earlier tonight, around 7 o'clock, Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson says this 4-year-old little girl named Summer Wells, and maybe we can show you the photo of her again here in just a moment, she was last seen walking away from her home on Ben Hill Road.
So she was last seen walking away from her home on Ben Hill Road. Walking away from her home. Who was she seen walking away by? Her brothers. They told Sheriff Ronnie Lawson they saw her going out of the basement door. Is that just another mistake? They didn't see her at all, and Sheriff Ronnie Lawson got it wrong? I don't think so. And that little nugget of information, I think that is what happened. Her brothers saw her leave. Now, the brothers either had to be in the basement or they had to be outside, not at the kitchen table watching YouTube or Minecraft or whatever.
Tonight, emergency crews from around Hawkins County have converged on this rural community near Church Hill. They're looking for 4-year-old Summer Wells. Sheriff Ronnie Lawson said she was last seen walking from her home on Ben Hill Road.
Seen walking from her home on Ben Hill Road. The wording's a bit odd there. So the house is on Ben Hill Road. She was seen walking away. Not necessarily seen on Ben Hill Road, but the house is on Ben Hill Road and she's seen walking away from the house. Bianca Murray, the day after, said, the sheriff.
On the 16th of June, WJHL reported that the sheriff had heard from Summer's siblings that the last time she was seen was going outside of the basement door. Going outside of the basement door. How would Summer's brothers know that she was going outside of the basement door if A, they weren't in the basement, or B, they weren't already outside? Do you see what I'm seeing? Somebody is lying.
Somebody's either lying or they're very, very, very confused. But it's not just Bianca Murray from WJHL that reported this. Other news outlets also reported it. So when did I do this? February 3rd, 2022. I've been banging on about this for years, guys, now. It's years. Used to say I've been banging on about it for months. I'm saying banging on about it for years now. You see Leslie Earhart, you hear Don Wells, and then you hear another news outlet, right?
She was last seen outside of her home in the 100 block of Ben Hill Road.
So 16th of June, outside of her home. Last seen outside of her home. What does Don Wells say?
So she went out the basement door, which was unlocked.
She went out the basement door. The door was unlocked.
And we haven't seen her since.
Siblings telling authorities that they saw her walk out the back door of their home last night.
So siblings saw her leave by the back door, which is the basement door. Because, as Don's told us all, Summer's an outside kind of person. Why would she have gone down to the basement to play with her toys? That's Candus's story, but it's not the sibling story. And they were there, just like Candus was there. Why does Candus maintain this? She went down to the basement. Because she doesn't know either. Does she really? She doesn't know either. Like Don doesn't know because he wasn't there. Candus wasn't there. She was at the camper. Or maybe she was just elsewhere. Maybe she was just elsewhere. And the brothers were tasked looking after her. Who knows? Grandma's having a nap. Candus leaves. You know, there's those reports of her leaving the hill twice. Cops knew she left the hill twice. So she left the hill shortly after 6 when she went looking for Summer. But she left the hill again before that. Was she looking for Summer then? Or was she out somewhere? Gone for a run. Gone for a run somewhere. Not a physical run, but gone for a run somewhere in her vehicle. Is it true what Geordie Sue said? That she heard Candus say to the boys, "What have you done? What have you done?" And one of the boys said, "Nothing, Mama, nothing, I promise." So Candus was accusing them of doing something. What was she accusing them of doing? Losing Summer. Why? Because they were always looking for Summer. Because, as Don said in his own words on June 28th, going outside is Summer's downfall.
To be outside all the time, that was her, unfortunately, her downfall. 'Cause a lot of times the boys would be inside and we'd be like, "Where's Summer? Why'd you leave her out there alone? Go get Summer now." And that's happened over and over again.
That's happened over and over again. It's happened over and over again. So what's unusual about this is that she didn't come back. So why would we have this planting flowers? Candy from Grandma goes in and's never seen again from Candus. Is it because Candus doesn't really know what happens because she wasn't there, just like Don wasn't there? Is she covering up for something else? Why is she scared just to say, "Look, she wandered off"? Why? 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 All right, guys, let me know why. Goodbye from everyone. See you soon.